NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard. Line as he's dropped at the 23. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Henry again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Wentz. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did.
There he goes, right side. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Rodgers. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. A first down carry for Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On play action, Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long because that's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for the Titans. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
They'll give Henry another shot. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Everyone, 37's the mic. Defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Out to his left. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Now it's 2nd and 9. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 3rd down. Here's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Flushed out right. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz rolling to his left. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
First and 10, Taylor now. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the 2nd half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This fielded right at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Play action. Now Wentz. Steps away to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, Taylor. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Taylor. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead now 11, 24 to 13. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Gets this to Firkser, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. On first down, it's Tannehill. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
49's the mic. Play. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Tannehill looking to throw. On the move to his left. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz sliding out of the pocket. They'll get this off to Taylor.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he's got his big tight end here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Off play action, Tannehill steps away.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They run once more with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Going to throw. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wentz. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylen Granson, 79 yards. And the Colts use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Tannehill to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And some space. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Caleb Farley there on the tackle. 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st down, Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A lot of bulk out there, as you might expect, on that D-line to try to stop the run on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Wentz. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. Touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.